We got Wilfredo Santiago Jr., the Brown Bomber, with us talking about CES 42, where you're going to be challenging in the main event Chris Curtis for the welterweight title. Thank you for the time, sir. First off, how you doing?
I'm doing real good, man. Thanks for having me, man. Last day of sparring was today. I feel a little beat, but we're feeling good. Feeling good.
Getting another fight, we know that's part of the battle now, just for you guys. So, what is it like for you when you find out it's on the dotted line, it's been signed, and you know you actually do have a date, a fight?
It means the world to me because last year I wanted to stay real active because I was out for a long time due to injuries, and now that I'm 100%, my whole thing last year was to fight, but I was only able to get 2 fights. Now this year, but they were also late in the year. This year it feels great because not only is it the dotted line is signed and we're getting ready to fight, but it's in the beginning of the year, so that leaves room for more fights coming down the road for me anyway. Because I want to stay active this year, very active, as many fights as I can, as long as God willing, injury free and stuff like that.
Unable to be active, but you at least made a name. A 4-fight win streak right now, 3 of them by knockouts, and you blasted Chuck O'Neal with one of the knockouts of the year on Access TV. So what did that do? You got recognition, you got your name out there.
I was happy. It's kind of funny because that fight wasn't even supposed to come my way. It happened as a last minute, and I ended up doing a favor and jumped in and took a last minute fight out of my weight class. And Chuck's a great guy, even though he was another shit talker. But he was, he was a pretty big name, and I jumped at the opportunity to do that. Again, we trained our asses off, and it was great. I don't know if his game plan thought was for him to come and bang with me, but I mean, obviously it didn't pan out too well for him. But I felt blessed that I got that opportunity and did what I did, and just back into the drawing board and just keep training harder.
The only way to describe your power is ridiculous. You hit him in the forehead and knocked him out. Who the frick does that?
The Brown Bomber. But I mean, we work hard over here at JacksonWink. I don't care what anybody says. I put this team against anybody in the world. We literally, it's like a brotherhood here. We train, we get each other better. When there's a saying that says, sweat, tears, and blood. That's really true here. For instance, today I caught a knee to the face. I caught an elbow. Yesterday I caught another elbow. I mean, that's just, that's just part of the game. I mean, obviously everything is still respect and it's still loving, but we go here and we train. I mean, for this fight, I've been training day and night.
From Massachusetts, you uprooted your life and you live here at the facility. How did you make that decision to travel out here to go that hard after your dream?
Well, it was tough because I was coming off of I would say about 2.5 year layoff, and I told myself that I'm gonna give it one more go and I'm gonna give it everything I got. I came back off of injuries. I fought twice. I ended up winning a belt for a promotion called Cage Titans back in the New England area. And after that fight, I sat down and had a moment to myself, and I was like, this is about to get it's about to get serious. And one of my biggest issues was my conditioning. I won't lie, I'll be the first one to admit. And I had talked to my coach back home, and I was like, listen, man, we need help. You know what I mean? I really want to take this serious, and I'm really putting my eggs in one basket, and we need the help right now. A lot of people are gonna start coming. We won this title, and then we start doing, So I put a couple inquiries out to a couple different gyms, including here, California, Vegas. And thank God, willingly, I guess this was the place I was supposed to be at because Misha got to me within 24 hours. It was a hard decision at first to just get up and go because my original plan was to come out here for 6 months. But after about a month and a half in, I decided that I wanted to stay out here permanently. Just the atmosphere, I feel like this is like the lab, you know what I mean, of what we can do and train it, do it, whatever. And I fell in love with it. And now I'm out here permanently.
What was the culture shock like for you? You're used to, there's a different kind of cat out there in Massachusetts, and it's a different kind of climate. It's a lot colder. You moved out here to the desert, and it's just different people. What was that like?
It was it was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Back home, it's a lot fast-paced in terms of over here, and there's like things to do, a lot of distractions. And out here, when I first got here, I called it a ghost town. People say that, well, there's nothing to do in Albuquerque. Well, for us fighters, that's a good thing. I've honestly, I mean, you mentioned earlier, I live in the facility, and I really don't leave the facility. Like, I'm in here 24/7. The only time I do go out is maybe to get some groceries, or to go to get maybe something to eat or something, or whatever. But most of the time, majority of the time, I'm in the gym 24/7. Train 3 or 4 sessions a day, which leads to between 4 to 6 hours every day, Monday through Saturday. We do our runs. It's been an experience. The first week I got here, though, they called me throw up because of the high altitude. I mean, I couldn't even throw a combination without throwing up. But that passed, and then as I started getting more and more, and I started to work more harder and harder, it started getting better and stuff, man. But it's an experience that it's an experience only one can wish for, and one of the best decisions I've ever made coming out here.
No place can replace home, but have you at least got a comfortability in being here and acclimated to it?
Well, that was the major thing for me that sealed the deal for me to come stay out here, because you're right, there is no place like home, but the vibe and the love and the brotherhood that's here made it feel somewhat of a second home for me. So that to me was what sealed the deal. You know what I mean? And I just whoa, wait a minute. You know what I mean? This is you obviously going to a new place, you would expect some bumps and bruises, and I still do. I'm not gonna lie, I say I don't, because I do, but it doesn't outweigh the love and the support and the wanting the coaches and the fighters wanting to help me and get better at my own craft. That to me was just it sealed the deal.
And the first dude that I met you with, that you were hanging around with, you call him Coach, it's Bart Lujan. What's that relationship been like with our favorite old school hard-working slave driver?
It's when I first got here, because he does his wrestling classes, and one day I just sat there and I was like, let me watch and see, what's his training all about. And I'm one of those type guys that I like that old school stuff. I like that old school raw stuff, because I know that's what I need. You know what I mean? Sometimes I need to be told to shut the fuck up, or just stop crying and just get in there and push yourself. And with Bart, you get that with Bart. You know what I mean? He's your coach. He'll go to the end of the world for you, but at the same time, he's your coach. You know what I mean? He knows how to split that. In terms of, we're friends today, but when it comes to training, it's coach. I'm your coach. You know what I mean? You're gonna listen to what I'm gonna tell you. So it's been hard, but it's been very, very, very effective and very helpful.
And all this has led to a CES title shot and a 4-fight winning streak, not all in this promotion, but matching the 4 times you've already fought for this promotion. Does it make it sweeter that you put in the work in that cage and getting a title shot with them?
Of course, man. CES, I can never be grateful. I'm very grateful. Feel blessed and honored that they chose me to have, step up to challenge for the title. I hear this guy that, he's a champion for a reason. He has the belt. He's a tough guy. He has a great record. I don't put no one past me. I don't look no one. I don't underestimate no one. I don't talk shit about no one. I respect everybody. Even though I feel like he's the one underestimating me. That's okay. I'm worried about what we're doing here and the game plan that we got going on and what we're gonna do come CES 42 March 31st.
Has Chris had any messages have you seen out there towards your direction on social media?
From what I've been hearing, because when I'm getting ready for fight, I try to stay away from everything just to keep my mind focused and pure and ready. From what I've been hearing, he's been saying that he's predicting he's gonna knock me out and he's gonna break me down. I have no footwork, and that he doesn't see no way of me beating him and stuff like that. It's a good thing, because all he's doing is just motivating me even more to go out there and put in that work. So, like I said, I've been putting in that work day and night, bro. I only sleep 4 hours. They say you gotta sleep 8 and you sleep 4. You know what I mean? I'm sleeping 4, and that's what it is.
people talk about everyone's plan changes when they get hit, and you hit harder than anybody. He's probably never been hit by a fighter like you. He likes to box. You like to box. Doesn't that sound like it's gonna be a fun fight?
Of course, that I can say. I mean, he says, and that's another thing too. He says his boxing is better than mine. He doesn't know that my foundation is crazy. My IQ for fighting is very high. People say, well, I watch his fights, they're always the same, but I mean, you gotta understand something. If I'm doing something, or if I'm baiting somebody to do something and they're falling for it, why change something that's been working, right? Now, if I do something and someone say they stop it a couple times, then obviously we gotta do something else. But we got some pretty good surprises for him, and he says he's a boxer, and he says he's better than me as a boxer. We're gonna see.
Along that same line, do you almost get over anxious to want to use some different tools? Say the same thing keeps working, but we know you're not working the same thing in here day after day in all these months you've been here. So does it get you to that antsy point that you're like, what I'm doing is working, but I'd really love to, get to do this or that actually?
We've been experimenting for this camp, a couple different things. So they are gonna see, he is, and the audience is gonna see a couple different things, a bunch of different things. And let's see if he's ready to handle it. What was I gonna say? But we ready, man. We got a great game plan with Coach Coach Wink, Coach Harry, and Coach Bart, and among the other coaches here. Not only them, but with the teammates too. John Dotson has been a big help in this camp. Been working with speed and whatnot, catching up with him and stuff like that. So we have a great game plan, and we should have a packed house. A lot of my people from my hometown are going to be there supporting me and stuff like that. And not only them, but people from the surrounding towns will be there supporting me too.
You're living out here now in Albuquerque, New Mexico. You're getting that shot back with an East Coast promotion and a big title on the line. You said from where you are from in Massachusetts, it's about a 2-hour drive if it's a rough drive. Does that feel nice that you get to go home in that manner? It's a fight right in your backyard, not too far away.
Yeah, man, it feels good, man. It's always good to be, to be the home crowd. It's always good to, see a lot of people that you've, that you miss. Because obviously, when you just get up and go and move to a whole new, different part of the world, you miss, supporters, you miss friends, teammates and whatnot. So it's gonna be good to see some of those guys again and spend a little bit of time. Even though they'll be flying me back the next day. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great 3 days that we're going to be there. They fly us the day before the weigh-ins. We weigh in, we fight, and they fly us back. But it's going to be great, man. I mean, and they're excited as well to see me because they want to see the improvements that I've been making and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a win-win for everybody, We're very excited for this fight.
You and Chris Curtis, what makes the difference? Why are you the new CES Welterweight champion the next time we talk?
What makes me different is that I'm, he doesn't know where I'm coming. He doesn't know what I'm gonna do. He thinks he knows what I'm gonna do, but he doesn't. But again, all praise is due to him and respect to him. I got nothing bad to say about the guy. I respect anybody that gets in the cage. I don't care if you're 20, or if you're 0-20. Everyone that gets in the cage deserves that respect. But we feel confident, very good about our game plan and what we bring into the table. That there's not one bit in my mind I've ever thought about or any type of question or second guessing about this fight. It's just been a great camp, great mindset, positive energy that's here in the gym, and we're just ready to roll, man. We're just ready to roll. It's my time. It's like you can't go against what is supposed to happen.
If they're not, how can the fans follow you on social media?
Right now they can follow me at @BrownBomber_MMA. Same thing, same information for Twitter. I don't have a Facebook, but right now I'm on Instagram, BrownBomber_MMA, and @BrownBomber_MMA for Twitter.
And then any sponsors or anybody you need to shout out to?
Yeah, I would like to thank all my sponsors that I don't have a list, but I don't know them by heart. But I got a couple different sponsors that's been helping me out, and I apologize for not knowing off the top of my head. But because of that, I'm able to fly out one of my coaches out here. We're coming with 3 coaches, so I'm able to fly out with a coach due to a help to a sponsor. I just want to say thank you. I feel only grateful and blessed, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you for the time.